Yeah, what is going on, everybody? Mario Mugia here in Fighting Exchange, spelt in Fighting FX. That's right. On IG, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, X, and TikTok, which I'm currently on all platforms except for TikTok right now. We have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived, and there's something I want to say about today that is bigger than Canelo. I mean, Canelo and Crawford is obviously bigger, but it's like the full grasp of where we are today. But that's not the time, right? That's not the time. It's not the time to talk about Sean Zettel absolutely murdering Dana White on the mic and making him look like a fucking fool. This isn't the time, people. It's not the time to talk about how Coppinger has repeatedly looked like a casual in front of literally everybody. And he may be the highest paid casual in the history of the sport. I said it. Now, here's the thing. I want to make sure that I say this. I very much respect Cop, right? You don't work as a journalist in 10 years in this business and not respect the people that come from USA Today, that come from ESPN, that come from The Athletic, and that at the end of the day have positioned themselves at the top. But you know, most of that work and talent, it's really about, you know, who have you called and annoyed so much that they're just like, okay, fuck, we're fighting, god damn it, yes, you can run it. You know, it's not like a lot of talent to have like a bunch of numbers in your phone. I'm not saying Cop's not talented. He's obviously a talented writer, talented journalist, and understands sports at a fairly high level. However, he has continued to look like a casual. Bro, he called Canelo a one punch knockout artist. Knockout artist. This is what Cop said. How embarrassing is it that you have Roy Jones, Max Kellerman, perhaps part of the greatest duo of... Oh, shit. I was going to send Rob the text. Hold up. By the way, go to TikTok. I put a new video out for all y'all that were talking shit. Everybody's like, dude, you were going super hard on TikTok. You were doing all this funny stuff and skits. Oh, if it was so funny, why weren't y'all fucking laughing and commenting and liking it? If it was so funny. Oh, I'm just the clown that puts fucking shit out so that you can not like it and then tell me to post more. But whatever. Jealous, exactly. Or are you telling me I sound psychotic? Thank you. Love you. So I'm just gonna send this real quick link to my boy. Hopefully he comes on, because honestly, I don't even think he follows us. Man, that's Machine Gun right there, bro. Congrats to him, baby. I told you Matt had a baby, right? Matt had his baby. Okay. Matt, I forgot now. Matt, Ash said, congrats, champ. She knows it was a boy. What was the weight, Matt, if you are okay giving that information on my very, very, very public stream? Or I should say, actually, you got to check with your girl, bro. That's not your question. I just realized that's not your question to answer, champ. I just realized that. I apologize for asking. You know what, babe? You sometimes you're a little nosy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Damn. Yo, so it was 7 pounds, 6 ounce, 19 inches long. Yo. And your wife, and she's doing good, champ. Mom's doing good. Yo, I was gonna say, yo, you guys, you obviously with your fighting spirit, you were always gonna have a little fighter on your hands, but yo, you might have a little fucking baller on your hands. Jesus, that's a fairly big baby in terms of potential athletic prowess. But listen, back to the topic at hand. Perfection is perfection. I'm a little wondrous. Man, I can't believe I forgot that line. That was like my favorite rap song. So yeah, listen, Cop has been kind of like a super huge embarrassment. Listen, I can say this now, right? Because they're doing good, babe. Awesome, champ. Prayers, our fam for your fam. but we know everybody's doing good. We know them genetics and genes are strong. Mexican Warriors, you got there swimming in your cojones, champ. So yeah. But anyway, the point I was trying to make, or that I'm trying to make, is that Cop looks like a super, super cash. Look, I would never, ever. Okay, first of all, just for fun, can we do this? Can we do this real quick before we start talking shit about everybody? This was so much fun. I woke up to this. The Terrence Crawford's boy fucking Pat. Hold on, wait. What the fuck, bro? Why is it so low, champ? Oh, my volume's low. That's why. All right, look. This is Terrence when he was on a roller coaster. Babe, are you on your phone? Oh, if you get on your phone, I'm showing that video of Terrence Crawford when he went on the roller coaster with his friend. Yeah, I'm live on I'm live on everything. IG, YouTube, Twitch, X. The only thing is TikTok I'm not live on. But I'm showing this video. So this is when Terrence Crawford and his boy, I think it's Myron. I'll follow him. Me and him are cool on Facebook. Or like we follow each other, I guess. Anyway, they're at this part, like, you know, theme park or whatever, and this is a slingshot. So for those that have never been to like a Fiesta Texas type of thing, this is a crazy, crazy ride. This is the ride that you see like people losing their shit on whenever they're like doing like TikTok or like live reaction type stuff. That's what you see right here. Can y'all see it? Babe, are you watching? Can you see the video? Oh, you can't? Okay, cool. Look, he's saying hold his hand. Look, babe. Hey, Terrence didn't want to hold his hand. Hey, listen to the dude. He's like, all right, we're gonna take you off, bro. Don't worry, we're gonna take you off. And he's like, oh god, thank God. And he let him go, bro. Look at him. Instantly out. Instantly out. My man did not survive 5 seconds before he. And yo, and Terrence is like, get your ass up. Yo, if that was me, I would have had the same reaction Crawford got right now. Everybody in the chat talking about Terrence is a terrible friend. Nah, fuck that. Terrence is a real friend, bro. Yeah. You know what he said? Oh, my grandma, he went to sleep. Hilarious, bro. But this just goes to the overall notion that I've had, that I've told y'all. At the end of the day, Terrence Crawford is winning tonight. I said it. Oh my god. And I've placed 2 bets on him already. I've made a and I want to make sure that I'm being very clear here, right? And last night a lot of people, I had mixed reactions. Some people were hit me up on the DMs like, bro, I really loved how you broke down that fight. How you broke it down for us. There were so many people that were like, bro, I hadn't heard any of the things that you said last night on other podcasts and other live streams. And I appreciate that. I really do, because I hadn't heard a lot of that stuff either. At the end of the day, the easy thing is to pick Canelo. And I don't mean that in a cheap shot kind of way. It would be easy for me too. I wish I could. I really do. But I can't. My brain won't let me. Matt said, bro, Coppinger has been taking shots left and right this week. LOL. Shout out to him for standing in the pocket and rolling with the punches. No, absolutely. Hey, shout out to Ashley. Yes, it was hilarious. Absolutely. No. You're absolutely right. I'm not. Listen, I want to make it very clear. I don't think Cop got bullied or like beat down. but he was clearly wrong. He clearly lost every single debate that he had with either Roy Jones, Shakur Stevenson, Max Kellerman, and maybe a list of like a couple more people, right? Now, I'm not watching coverage live all day. I'm obviously being sent things from people who, many of whom don't like Cop, right? So like, I'm not trying to like even start a narrative. Cop stood 10 toes down when you standing on business. And he did it. He did that. And that's cool, but he was wrong, right? Like, if I'm an awesome debater and I'm going to tell you why, Christianity is like the one true religion. I mean, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just using that as an example. I can't sound like my whole entire religious perspective is like from Christmas and Easter, right? And that's kind of how Cop came off. It's like, yikes, bro. You think that you don't even know what a one punch knockout artist is compared to like a chipper or like somebody who's like overall consumes you. Like, I get it. It's not an easy sport. You know what it is the problem is boxing isn't like football and basketball, where if you say something that's mostly thought incorrect by the community, they're like right down your throat, right? Nah. You're going to say this about Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Tom Brady or Dan Marino or whoever the fuck, right? But in boxing, you could really be wrong for a long time before anybody bro, look at Ness. Ness is over here telling me how he switched up his last 8 years of boxing thinking, and you know what I mean? And then it's like, oh no, today I know what I'm saying. Okay, well, you just started watching boxing then for the last 3 years without being disrespectful about it. So all I'm saying is that it's like, look, I'm a simple dude, bro. I really am. I subscribe to this website or this app called Great Courses and this other one called Illuminosity. All right. And both of those things I use to keep my brain sharp. Family of cognitive impaired or cognitive diseases. So like I try to stay sharp, right? Like in no way, shape, or form do I know what I'm talking like do I know what I'm talking about, like with anything I say, like everything I say. Like I have too many interests to be an expert in anything. Okay. But when it comes to boxing, I'm not like an expert like who knew. I've just been here. That's the difference. And yeah, it's all opinion, but man, I'm not gonna lie. Cop don't got that hardcore opinion. That's all I'm trying to say. Coppinger better than me. Only so many people can talk bad on my name in front of me, let alone in front of the world. Yeah, bro. Man, he really got shook with Shakur though, didn't he, bro? Shakur shook him hard, dog. Roy too, though. Shit, Roy got himself a hand grenade, or what is that? Hand trigger or grenade trigger? What's it called when like a hair trigger? Yo, he got himself a hair trigger temper these days, bro. Somebody need to go and put their arm around Shakur, bro. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like somebody need to wrap their arm around and be like, look, dog, you're one of the best in the world. You ain't got to be running around here trying to keep your name straight in other people's mouths. You know how hard a life you're going to have, Shakur Stevenson or anyone else in the world that can't allow their own opinion to be the main narrative in their brain. Because if Shakur's opinion of himself was the only thing that mattered, which obviously like that's not the case for anybody, but if it was the thing that mattered more than other people's opinions, we wouldn't see Shakur crash out on so many people just for something they said online. You know what I mean? Like, and people could talk about, oh, boxers are soft these days, or the kids are soft, blah, blah. I don't buy that shit. I don't buy that at all. They're kids. They're young. They're dumb. You know what I mean? They think that it is absolutely worth the code of honor and respect that you get when you stand 10 toes down when somebody scuffed your J's. That's the dumbest shit in the world. Like for real, for real. And but I'm not hating though. I was that 23-year-old kid with Jordan 7s or Space Jam Jordans fresh out the box at the movies, and some big old fat Mexican dude just like straight up on my toes. Bro, that was one of the last times I almost got into a fight in public as a grown adult man. I'm embarrassed of it. It's an embarrassing ass story. But the truth is that I had hip hop culture. I had all these different things trying to like define the kind of man I am, right? Without realizing, wait a minute, I played football in Texas at 5'6". I played baseball and walked on a D2 college, right? I've taken 2 novice boxing matches in my life, competed in powerlifting, right? Trained and competed in jujitsu, only as a white belt, but still. Like, that's the stuff that I should be concerned about, right? That's the stuff that should define what kind of man I am and how everybody else sees me, because people are going to hate, right? Like, everybody's going to hate. Look at right now what's going on. I'm not going to get into this at all. I'm not even going to say his name, but we know right now in America, it's a completely politically charged moment. Now, it's been politically charged. Nothing about the last 72 hours has, created anything that wasn't already there. It's just the temperature now feels rise, right? Like, I'm not going to allow people who want to make news or clout affect the way I think about things. Hey, what's up, Katie? Appreciate you tapping in. Twitch, please, if you could give me that follow. We are ready to unveil. I know I said it for weeks now, but we are ready to unveil the Twitch schedule. And if you are a fan of MMA and the greatest UFC fighters of all time, then you need to know that I'm going to have Kenny K. Flow Florian on Monday on this channel, whatever show or whatever platform you're watching on right now. This is the place where you will be able to watch live Kenny K. Florian answer all my questions, a lot of y'all's questions that I've been taking from the DM. I'm a guy who I'm not going to charge you. This isn't a shot at all. I'm not going to charge you to ask questions at all. I know a lot of people do, and I'm not hating on that at all. I would rather ask a great question than pay for a bad question. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people who are smarter than me, who are like, you'll never be as good a reporter, journalist, or writer as you will in a group of people that can kind of pick up the slack wherever you fall, right? So when we used to interview people for TBV, like if it was like Donaire or Manny Pacquiao or like somebody really big, right? I welcomed, anybody who had a question, because it's like everybody asked the same question to these guys. So if anybody has something that they can offer that's deeper than that, shit, that's where we're at right now, brisky. But listen, there's a lot of Canelo-Crawford talk for the day to come. I will be live about 7 o'clock, probably closer to 8. We'll be watching the UFC tonight. We'll be watching Canelo-Crawford. As soon as this live is over, hopping in the shower, getting dressed, going to my parents, decorating, getting the live set up and all that, just so that I can spend it with you guys here on Twitch, IG, TikTok, YouTube. Oh, shit. Nope, didn't even go live on IG again. Forgot for 20 minutes today. Well, that's getting better. Yeah. Well, that sucks. But anyway, listen, we are going to talk. Why did I go live on YouTube? Fuck, I forgot. Damn it. Should I just disconnect? Oh, what? They already out there? Damn. Thank you, champ. I appreciate that. Hey, shout out to UK Rob. He's going with Canelo's TKO. Canelo. See, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the TKO decision, right? Like, at the end of the day, the people that are picking Canelo, they are the sane ones. They are the people using logic and rationale and not letting their feelings dictate who they're picking. Now, you might say, well, you're picking Crawford, so are you saying you're letting your feelings dictate? I don't know. Maybe. I can't know how my subconscious works. However, what I do know is this. No, I did not want to pick Crawford. I did not want to pick Crawford, just like I don't want to pick Jake Paul, right? There are truths in boxing that I know. Some of them, a lot of them, are based on hard facts. And what I know is that weight matters. What I know is experience matters. What I know is that in the sweet science, there are levels to this shit. There are tier levels. And the level that Jake Paul is currently competing at would register as a D- to an F level opposition in the big boy pro league, in the one that Canelo fights in, the one that Tank used to fight in. Yeah, so I think it's just bullshit or whatever, but fuck it, right? But anyway, I wanted to show the AAA stuff, dude. I'm so excited about the AAA stuff. I really am. Last night was awesome. If you didn't get to watch it, I have you covered. Go to fightsatw.com right now, fightsaroundtheworld.com, where I've covered the AAA Worlds Collide match last night, Friday, September the 12th. It was shown on YouTube on both the WWE and AAA channels. It was at the Pavilion at the Thomas and Mack Center, which was fitting. For those that have not watched boxing for a very long time, once upon a time, the Thomas and Mack Center represented the upper echelon of the best fights in the world. Now, there were other places like MGM in New York that garnered more higher profile fights, but Thomas and Mack Center was like the Blood Bowl, right? The StubHub back in the day, or I guess like not as back in the day. It's just this place with the reputation of having the best fights. And so it was very fitting to have, I think, Worlds Collide, kind of touch on that nuance, considering the fact that the entire event existed only because really Crawford and Canelo were fighting the next day. That said, though, man, this card was amazing, dude. This was one of the best cards of the year. Make no mistake about it. I posted the article on Fights AT, or shout out to Abe Gonzalez. He posted on fightsatw.com. Shout out, boss. And I also got you covered on TikTok. Now on fightsatw.com, you can get the full breakdown. I give you context along with some continuity. That's the other part about this is my recap probably is one of the only ones that actually touches on the bigger picture, since the launching in June or July this summer. But it was just phenomenal. It was a phenomenal show. Okay. The way that Lucha Libre works, and AAA specifically, is they don't think about it as like an individual like thing, sports entertainment. Oh, you're going to go out there in the first match and you're going to do this. And then you're going to go out there in the middle, right? And you're the co-main event. So you're going to go out there and you do your thing. And I'm the main event star. So they want to see me. So I'm going to go do this. And don't you super kick in your match before mine because I got a super kick. Hey, and don't be doing so many tope suicidas because I'm going to do a bunch of tope suicidas. This is not that. That's wrestling literally everywhere else. But AAA is so much more special. They give you, you know what it is? It's like AAA is like a package of Starburst, right? You like Starburst, you like candy. Yeah, I do. But it's like, you can't just say, oh, I like Starburst. It's like saying I like beans or I like steak. Like there's a bunch of different kinds of beans and steaks that aren't anywhere close to each other. So it's like, well, what do you specifically like? Right. I think about this and I think it's a very hard thing to do, but AAA is the only promotion, as far as I'm concerned, that is delivering on all cylinders for the entire demographic of the family. From the little girl who's in love with Hello Kitty and BTS and the Jonas Brothers and Hanson. I don't know who the little girls like these days. But for all those, they're covered. They got their Lola Vices. They got their Natalias. They got their, stuff to aspire to. It's beautiful. It's great. Then for all the hardcore, psychotic grown men like myself who, put way too much investment in it, there is the purity. There is the wrestling, the athleticism, the style that harks on the era of ECW and the Attitude Era and matches like RVD and Jerry Lynn or Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. These hybrid matches that kind of, yes, they are lucha infused and very much lucha, but they also borrow from these other disciplines that really create a full-fledged versatile match and show and program. And that started out the whole show, right? So they send these guys out there, these 8 guys, right? And they send them out to have an 8-man tag, and they set the stage for the show. You understand those 8-man tags or 4-man matches or whatever they end up doing, where it's like literally like 10 people out there. Those are very, very specifically placed in that position, right? And it's meant to kind of like fluff the crowd. I probably could have used a better word or better description. It's to lay the what's it called whenever the primer, right? It is the primer is that match, right? Because it's basically just a lot of awesome moves, before the like storytelling nuance comes, right? And like earlier in the summer, they had the battle royal and they had like the big man, Amos, like go out there and just like do the big man thing, right? Last night's 8-man tag had two little people. They were pretty big little people, by the way. Like my little people version of wrestling is like Doink the Clown, dudes that were like 2.5 to 3 feet tall. Like most of these guys are like only 5 inches smaller than me. I'm like, what the hell? Like, can I be a midget wrestler? Or that's yep, my bad. They don't call it that. I forgot. Can I be a little person wrestler then? Because honestly, I would be like the Big Show of little people wrestlers, right? At 5'6", imagine me working a little people's wrestling show. Like, first of all, I'm short enough that they could probably carry me, right? I mean, I'm a little heavy because of the muscle and everything, not to brag, but whatever. But at the end of the day, they could hoist me, right? It's not like I'm like super heavy or huge. I'm like 178 right now, I think, 180. Um, and so it's like this situation where I would just be like so fun because I would sell the shit out of a little person beating the shit out of me. All right. I listen to me right now. If a little person wanted to have a program with me, I would put them over in the same way that Andre the Giant put Hulk Hogan over. There would be a point in that match where I've just been beating the shit out of that little guy the whole time. And then I'm like, slam me, pick me up and slam me, drop the big boot, jabroni. Like that would be me totally 100% why did I say kid? Letting this adult man get over in front of the entire crowd. That seems fun. And last night in this 8-man tag, we got to see awesome little people wrestling. It was fun. It was cool. Like nobody's winning the world title. Nobody's exposing the business. This is just a fun thing that happened. Okay. You had the Natalia match, which was good. Also a change of pace, a very needed point in that show. These people, the AAA promoters understand how to present a full package so well. Yes, the woman looks like she is a monster from a different dimension, but she at the end of the day is part of something very special that is going on right now with AAA. Then you had, damn, should I show it, Matt? You think I'll get fucked if I do it? You think YouTube will mess me up? I want to show it so bad. Oh, you know what? I'll show pictures. That's what we'll do. I'll show pictures. I sent you I sent you the link, chat. I sent you the chat link. I'm sorry. I sent you I sent you the link to join. By the way, I'm putting in the link to join right now because if you don't tell me on this show who you're picking, either in chat or on air, then did you even pick? I'm just kidding. That was douchey. All right. So we are in the Twitch, the YouTube, and now we are on X. Oh, I wonder if the profit's up. Or not busy. Yeah, so the chat, if you want to come in and tell me who you're picking real quick. Oh, IG, I got you. Hey, what's up, Jesse? I haven't it's been a long time, man. Long time. Dude, I went to high school with that guy. It's crazy, right? He's old as shit. No, I'm just kidding. That way would be old as shit too. Okay, IG, the link is there. Remember, you do not have to download the app. All you got to do is copy and paste the link into your browser, whether it's on Safari or whatever phone or desktop or whatever. Just copy and paste the link. That's all you got to do. You do not have to download the app if you want to come on for 5 minutes or whatever to give me your picks. So anyway, AAA, so fun, so awesome. Let me show you all some of the awesome highlights. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just play my TikTok. Oh my God, I'm so smart. Oh, God damn it. That's okay. Let's mute this for a while. Sorry. I'm not sorry that this came up. Obviously, he's a human being, but I don't want to get into any of that right now at all. Like zero. Okay. 114 views and 4 likes in the last 49 minutes. That's what I like to see. All right, listen. This is my take on it. Is there oh, I forgot I muted. All right, let's see how loud you are, Mario. Okay. It's funny that I'm like literally using my own content done over the summer. I think it is fair to say, so of all the really big business that WWE and
Well, y'all don't
TKO
really want to
have
see the
done over the
TikTok. I mean, I
summer,
guess y'all can
I think
go.
it is
I just wanted to show you all this
everybody
stuff.
loved
Okay.
Busters. The crowd
Oh, I
pop, the
forgot the
social media
computer
criticism was minimal.
has the analytics shit right
Mysterio
there. Y'all
won
can't see it,
the
right?
mega champion. From a
Okay.
creative standpoint, AAA is
So
firing all
last
cylinders.
night they
And
had
last
the
night's World
Lola
Collide
Vice.
show,
Well,
where
the main
Dominic
event was Dom
Mysterio
Mysterio and
won
Vikingo.
the
Go ahead,
mega
Mario.
championship for
All you do
AAA's
ever do is
promotion.
talk over people. Fuck.
It went over like gangbusters. The crowd popped. The social media criticism was minimal.
The
And
crowd
for the most part, everybody loved it. The thing about this
Everybody
promotion is
loved
it
it.
gives
Shut
you
the
a little bit of
fuck
everything.
up,
The
dude.
entire card started off with this
All
8-man
right, look at this.
tag that basically
Look at this
set the
shit.
stage for the whole
That's
night.
crazy,
When you get a
right?
AAA event, what you're
And
getting
there,
is an
look at this shit.
entire
Ignore
card
this douche
presented
and just
to
watch
you
this part.
as a
Look at that.
single
All
show.
right, so
So
I'm gonna
they
pause.
have
Don't worry, I'll
stuff
shut
for the
his fat
kids,
ass
and
up
they have
whenever
stuff
the part
for the
comes.
grown-ups. They have
So
stuff
this
for
is
the
from the
purists.
battle
They have
royal.
stuff for
Remember
fans of
with
sports entertainment.
Hamas and
What we
LA
got
Park.
to see in the mystery Iguana, Lola Vice,
Oh, I could have just
Roxanne
muted it. I
Perez,
forgot that.
Finn Balor.
There you go. You're welcome. So look, check it out. This is it right here. Okay. So the moment, so now you saw the Worlds Collide from earlier in the summer, you know that Mystery Iguana, who is the gentleman in the green, wrestles with a stuffed plush green iguana named La Jessica. Was it Jessica or was it Yeska? Babe, was it La Jessica or La Jessica? Yeska. La Yesca. Okay, her name is La Yesca. Okay, and La Yesca has been helping this green bastard who is so amazingly talented get over first and foremost, and then beat his opponents. Okay, so of course the Judgment Day's Finn Balor has always a trick up his sleeve. I mean, he has an alter ego named the Demon, so he decided to go into the dark dimension for which the demon lives and conjure up a piece of his spirit to put into the puppet known as now Demonito. Now, you might be saying, oh, that sounds like Harry Potter. And to that, I say, well, I just fucking made it up right now. So who gives a shit? So when you have Demonito and you have La Yesca face off last night, it was the most amazing thing ever. It was amazing because it was funny for adults. It was fun for kids. There were kids crying when they thought La Yesca was hurt. Do you understand that right now? Some of these people have lost their abuelas and didn't shed a tear, but the fucking stuffed iguana pulled at everybody's heartstrings. That's real over shit. That's over. So Demonito came out last night, had a showdown with Mr. Iguana. He hit him with that with the sling blade, then got him in. Now, this is the part I like. Check this out. He puts Demonito, Finn Balor. I thought he was gonna put him in his pants, I'll be honest. It was gonna be weird. But he wraps him around his back, okay, so that he could use him as extra leverage to hit his coup de grace. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Mario, that's a plush that weighs less than a pound. How would that help anything? Well, what you don't understand is that the spirit that lives inside of Demonito is like 2,000 pounds, okay? So it's like Thor's hammer. Oh, you think it weighs like 80 pounds? Psych, it weighs as much as a fucking planet. Do your research. So, yeah, there's plenty of continuity there. So don't try to poke holes in it at all. But also don't look too much into it. So then heroes, Finn and Demonito getting stopped by Lola Vice. Oh, by the way, this is my second favorite Lola Vice match ever. So that was awesome. That was terrific. But really, the main event stole everything. And here it is. Dom, who earlier in the night saw his father, Rey Mysterio. For those that don't know, they're father and son, and Dom hates him, thinks he's a deadbeat dad. But really, Dom is just a douchebag Gen Alpha, whatever. Gen Z? Oh, yeah, he's just a douche Gen Z that wishes he could grow a mustache like this. Fucking wishes. So he won and he did incredible. I mean, just every aspect about this was awesome. I will say this. The only criticism I have is this. So I was going to tell y'all, Rey Mysterio and Dom saw each other earlier in the night. This is like within 10 minutes of the show starting. And basically Dom is like, "Oh, you've never been the mega championship, bitch." And then Ray's like, okay, tard. It got made in 2007 when I was winning my first WWE World Championship. You ain't got one of those, have you?" And also AAA and Mexico wrestling, the luchadors, have a very time-honored tradition of weight classes. Okay? Most people don't know that weight classes are, listen to me, when I say that weight classes are more strictly followed in old school lucha libre than they are today in actual boxing, I'm not capping. I'm not trying to make a joke at the expense of boxing. I'm being absolutely honest and trying to show you why the lack of respect that I have for the institution of boxing exists so heavy today. But this is the moment right here where okay, so at the very beginning, Dom bet him and said, "If I win, you got to come to the ring and raise my hand and put the mega title around my waist while I hold the IC title." Um, this is what it looked like. Yeah, so it was a pretty good show. All right. So, yeah. Those are basically the topics for today with the wrestling. AAA, all that good stuff. Oh man, my cousin is already ready. Okay. I feel like maybe I should just stay live until I get there. Oh, but I got to change the title anyway. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and finish stream. I'm going to exit and I will be back in by 6:30. I will be back live waiting for the fights. I want to let anybody know who is watching on YouTube right now. I will not be on YouTube. I will be cutting and clips to post on YouTube for after the fact, but I will likely not be on YouTube. The chances are that I accidentally show the screen while walking and getting up and, or going to have a smoke break or eating barbecue. It's just too high to fuck around with at this point. I'm seriously over it. So I will be live on Twitch, TikTok, IG, Facebook, and I swear I'm missing one. TikTok, I said that, but just not YouTube. So tap in. We'll be live in an hour. Set your thing. Put the notifications on. The card is on both the Noche. No, wait. Noche starts at 6, right? Or did it start at 5? Oh, well. Okay, so yeah, we will be back. Everybody, appreciate y'all for tapping in and put your notifications on and get ready because we are going to have an amazing Canelo-Crawford fight party. Couldn't make it to Vegas? Couldn't make it to your friend's fight party? Don't worry. We're cooking barbecue. We're going to be playing rounds. Got a bunch of games set up over there. So we're gonna have some fucking fun. All right. See y'all in just a bit. Peace.